It's Wednesday morning. I'm trying to find the angle measurer so we can find the angle of the roof pitch on one of the roofs at Wellbrook, because the roof cappy things has split. So the roof lights have as well, but I need to know what pitch the roof is so that we can get the right one. So I'm gonna have to have a good route. It's around here somewhere. Desperately need to tidy up in here. We keep getting wet days, but not catching up on the jobs for non-wet days. Anyway, I'll have a good route, see if I can find it. Can't find it, but I've found this torch that we can put to match the apex. Then with a tape measure, we can do some maths hopefully and find the angle out. Hey, Morgan's just unloading the digger and the mower that were up there. And then he's going to take the cherry picker up. It's kind of got like a, not nautical, aero, what's it called, aeroplanes when you're at an airport. They're like blowing the planes down. Aviation feel, this photo. Andrew's just finishing the rest of the combine. I'm going to shoot up to Wellbrook, see how the builders are getting on in the house. And Morgan's measured the roof, we know the angles. I think I've got some roofing, coping things across the road at Brookhouse. I'm going to go and check, count up, and I'm going to probably ring, I think it's a Wearings builder, and see if they've got them in stock and pick them up, and then we can get that roof repaired. Just going to get the cherry picker in the garden. It's a bit boggy there, so I'm trying to stay on the high ground. And they can get up and fix the roof leak without having to have scaffolding. Might need to level the lawn afterwards. It's better than having to redo the ceilings because the bad weather's got in. Not too bad anyway. Good job it's solid tyres as I drive over the scrap pile. Putting in a little bit there, but not too bad. Yeah, we're gonna go up here. Need to fix the tile slipped. Tile slipped there, and the lead flashing, and a couple of battens. So Matt's got them here ready to do. I'll go and look inside the house how they're getting on, and then there's the roof sheets that we need to repair. Taking shape now, isn't it? Got one roof ridge spare, but I don't think 1, 2, 3, 3.5 foot. I don't think it's quite big enough. I'll go and measure it. Yeah, it's actually 2 ridges that are damaged, so I need 2 of them. I've only got 1, but I need 6 skylights. Well, I need 5 skylights, but if they've perished, that's not got long left in it, has it? Morgan's cleaned it all out and put some stone in. It's a little bit ag spec. Probably could have got a bit cleaner in the corners, but we've got a load of fertiliser coming tomorrow, so we'll get that in this back corner here, out the way hopefully. They're in plastic bags anyway, so it won't be so bad. We'll just line it along the back, just fix these, and then we can put it then in one bay. This is the field we half ploughed. Can you see it's greening over now? This is the bit that was actually sumoed, not ploughed. But we've got a good grass weed chit on it, so hopefully we'll spray that off. Anyway, I'm going to have a quick look at the plough, send some pictures to Ellis's, see what it's worth. So this is green a little bit, and this is where it was ploughed. As you can see, that looked nice and green, but, sorry, black. But you have still got grass weeds coming up. And then if you look closely, you can see other weeds coming through as well. And the problem is, like to this here, it's because it's coming up from a depth. Be a while before that's big enough to be sprayed off, and when we drill it, some of that might pop up. Whereas keeping the weeds in the surface is what we've tried to do over there. It's what we normally do. It's drying off nice considering how much rain we've had though. Hopefully we'll be able to drill this in the next few weeks or a few days. Be ideal. If this wind carries on and it didn't rain tomorrow, we'll be straight into it, but just a little bit tacky now, and there's a chance of rain tomorrow. Ooh. Come up a little bit. This hopper's just arrived, so guy started importing them, I think, from, he said New Zealand. He's like, do you want to try one for a few months, see how you get on with it, see how easy it is for stuff. And I think it'd be good for keeping the likes of the sunflower seeds or a little bit of seed corn in. So we'll have a tidy up, and then the good thing is about it, it's got pallet fork slots on it, so you can move it around really easily. So I suppose if you're getting like feed in bulk, or I don't know, cow feed, pig food, anything, or just like pheasant food, they stack as well. I don't know whether this is the stackable one, but I'll put a link below to his website because I think it looked quite a good thing and it looked quite handy. Rob's just going flailing, but just have a look at this. Yeah, so smartstacker.co.uk, and then that's the chute, and this folds up like that. Put that on there, and then it's got legs, I think, inside to obviously control the height. And I'm not sure whether it's got a lid on it or not, and that might be inside to make it so it fits in the wagon. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it does. Don't know how to reach them out of there though. It's good that though, isn't it? I think it's about 1600 litre, or no, 2000 litre I think it is. You don't need to fill in the drill with seed because you just dump that chute and get it in dead quick. Obviously you've got to put it in that first though, but yeah, handy. Rob's doing it and mowing now. I don't know whether there's a flail off balance on that, we might have to check him. Just mowing the grass at Brookhouse while it's dried a little bit. We think the roof's 18 degrees. I've just grabbed a bale of hay from Brookhouse. I'm going to carry this across because they've got the cherry picker over there. We're going to try this roofing sheet on, and then if that's the same pitch, we know it's definitely 18 before I ring up and order some. Looks like I might have to do that later. They're in full swing on the roof and in the roof. Paul's in the loft on the ladder, and Matt's on the cherry picker. They've had to replace a beam that had rotted where it went into the chimney because the slate must have been missing for a while. We've had to strip some slate off, felt it, put a beam in, and then repair it. Right, over to suggestions. What do we do with them concrete bits around the window? Because they look a bit military house spec. Do we paint them? Or like render the white bits? I don't know. The concrete bits. We'll paint the window frames, but them bits, what do you think? I suppose the thing is, what you do with them, you can nearly do with the gutters as well, because they're concrete, aren't they? Well, I don't know. Open to suggestions. Right, I'll measure that tomorrow, see if we can sort it. We're on top of the wood chip that's drying, and at the back of the shed, we've put the sunflowers in the bags. The sheet's blown over the top, so this is where I fall now, isn't it? So they're just drying out nicely, hopefully. In the office with Ian, looking at the calendars, we actually ordered them 7 days before this date last year, because remember we had some for Cheshire Ploughing match. It's 95 days to Christmas, so we better get the skates on, get them ordered and get them sorted. But talking of Christmas, last year we were running out of everything, so if anyone wants to start doing the Christmas shopping, start now so that we don't end up running out. It'd be great if you need any merch. Apparently we've got stock of nearly absolutely everything at the moment.
Every single t-shirt apart from a charcoal 3XL. So if you want one of them, sorry, but everything else is there.
Everything else is in stock, and then the orange t-shirts are on the way as well. So there we go. Get going. Give Ian something to do because he doesn't look very busy. Someone wanted a shed update for here. He messaged me on Instagram. We haven't done anything to it for a good few months. The bricks are here, that's what's under that plastic sheet at the other end that they moved the other day. So we've got another footing to put around there and around that side. We need to start putting that in for putting the block work on, and then the straw's going to live on the outside to be rendered for the insulation. But yeah, we haven't done anything for weeks. Problem is as well now, we've got like the other project of Wellbrook, so they've obviously started on the house there, need to get that sorted. The roofs up there, the buildings are there, but the roofs aren't particularly good, so we need to fix them, and then we can start using them buildings a bit more. So been on with sorting out some roofing sheets hopefully for them today, after we measured it. They've obviously sorted the roof out on the house. We've got the other valley gutter to fix as well when we get time. So when they finish with the cherry picker on the house, while it's up there, we'll sort that out as well. Thought we might do it tomorrow, but it's given an awful day of rain tomorrow, so I don't know whether we will, because we don't want to get absolutely soaked. The combine is pretty clean. I'll show you. They've been doing it on and off between jobs and not getting wet. There's still a little bit of dust hanging around the back, but the problem is you hit a patch of dust and it blows it all over. We probably should have, well, I'm going to say blew it down with the airline every day, but because it had been getting damp in the fields and rained off, everything was already stuck to it, so it's got to the point where it wouldn't blow down. But just some little bits now that need sort of picking out, but the main bulk of it looks fairly clean. I think I was talking to someone once at class, and they say if they a PDI and a used machine ready for sale, it takes them 2 days. I mean, look at this here, you see all this needs pulling out. It takes 2 days to get it ready, and if it's doing one for export, it takes a week, because they've got to get everything, every little tiny bit. I think the people from DEFRA, the charge of exports, they come with cotton buds and then they rub it along, and if the cotton bud's dirty, then the machine's too dirty. But yeah, just a little bit more to finish off maybe before we take it to the show. It's got splashed as well, put it back in the shed. Right, I'm going to show you this again. Neil made it the other day. This is just the prototype, so it's got a few improvements to do on it. It's laser etched. It's an inch too big, we think, so he's going to reduce them in size. But if we made them with the logo on, and instead of saying you've pulled, because he'd come up with that, we could put full pull, which is what you get when you're tractor pulling. Would anyone be interested in buying them as Christmas gifts? Because we could get a batch made and put them on the website. If you think so, let us know in the comments. Now we've got that hopper that Morgan's put the legs on, we'll go and have a look in a minute. We can scoop up some of this barley and put it into it. And then we can keep it separate then to use as summer barley seed for next year if we get the barley cut quick. But one of the things I do want to do is get the drone in and get some millet seed, because it's only a low seed rate, and sow it into the standing barley and see if we can grow winter barley, harvest millet before the end of the summer. So that's going to be the double crop experiment for next year, because by sowing it with a drone, it means we can do it anytime really in June perhaps. So we'll try that. But yeah, I want to save a little bit of that, so I'm going to put it in that little hopper. In other news, Morgan's put the new inner tube in this, so hopefully on the 1455 the tyre will not be going flat. And it's getting ready for polish again. I think it's had it 2 years now. Can't believe it's 2 years, but yeah, the paint's really going dull again, so we'll have to give it a good polish. I wonder if there's something we can put on it to protect it, to stop it going dull. But red is the worst colour for doing that. Go and have a quick look at that hopper, what Morgan was messing with. But before that, if anyone is interested in a 10 furrow Dowswell plough, never raced or rallied, get in touch, because I think I might flip it. So yeah, let me know. Let's put the legs on this that were inside. I don't know how he got them out, unless he opened the chute and put his hand in and pulled them out the bottom. I don't know. They could probably do with being put a little bit higher though, because I can still see him inside there. Because I don't think you can even get a wheelbarrow underneath, to be honest. So a little bit higher I think would definitely be better. And then I think you can stack on this one actually, because the roof sits on the inside, so that's the hopper lid. Presumably it could live outside, but I reckon you'd want something to hold the lid on so it doesn't blow off. Yeah, I'd say so. It's really steep though, I can't see anything sticking in it. Years ago when we were doing liquid fur, I wanted a fast way of filling the sprayer, and I thought about something like that, where you fill it up with the liquid, pull over with the telehandler and just drop it in quick and then shut it, which is kind of what they do in New Zealand and Australia when they're spreading fertiliser and lime with planes and helicopters. They don't pump it in, they just drop it in with gravity as fast as they can and carry on. I think they call it spray and pray, so they spray it and pray that it lands on the right field. Come to the birthday bumper, it's been left out in the rain, so it's going to have to dry. It will take me a while. I think there's a couple of people been messing around again with the birthday bumper with some of the names, but it doesn't matter because they've donated to the air ambulance to get them read out anyway. But I reckon there's 2 dodgy ones on, so they're not rude, but see if you can guess who they are today, and if you can, leave them in the comments. Anyway, Zach Pickles is 10. Iona Fent is 24. Dan Barmer is 44. Orson Cart is 70. Ryan Thompson is on there. Nick Constable. Charlie Graffin, I think it is. Hannah Severite, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, sorry. Tim Simpson, who had to have the air ambulance yesterday. It's his birthday, so I hope he's feeling better soon. So yeah, happy birthday to Tim. And Sandra McCann is 63. I've not wrote the total on there. I think it's 46,800 and something. But yeah, happy birthday everyone on there, and see if you can guess the dodgy names. If you can, let us know in the comments. I would guess, judging by the fact that them sheets are dry and the floor is now dry, that repair stuff on the roof worked the other day because it's been damp today. So that's a result. Anyway, that's about all for today. I feel like I've been on the phone most of the day, if I'm honest, and it's probably not been the most interesting of videos. Good that there's progress happening anyway at Wellbrook, and things are starting to get sorted there so that it can obviously be... Right, I've just realised I've had these about a month. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sockets out of, what, 18, 16 or something, missing already. I don't believe it. Yeah. Anyway, I can't believe that because I'm stood here and I just saw it. Yeah, pleased that Wellbrook is now starting to take shape and we can get some fertiliser stored up there, as well as some of the straw that's already up there. The bathroom's starting to come together and things like that. Then once we've finished upstairs, we're going to come down and then do downstairs. Bit of an unexpected repair to the roof. I didn't have time to go up in the cherry picker to show you the rotten purling roofy joisty thing, but anyway, Matt sorted that today, and before the rain as well, which was good. So anyway, yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm gonna find the light switch.